Hey guys, what is up? It is dehBoy back here with a base breakdown. We got this base is the number 4 base in the war that we're going up against here, and I'm going to try to break it down as far as how to 3-star this base. There's a couple things that you notice outright that the base is kind of segregated into two parts. You got some defenses here protecting some buildings up there, but majority of the defenses are here. The ones that you have to worry about, expos, the anti-airs, the queen, the king, the clan castle, which is under-leveled, which is nice against us. So the idea is, for a logo wipe, is have loons come in on the background, or on the back end rather, and then have just your main GoE force kind of screw around with the middle and just devastate it. So you can effectively get this in two ways. One is we can take out this defense and this defense right off the bat, and that's easy enough here. One loon can come here and double drop on this, which is fine. This one is a little bit in that air defense, and the air defense will ping down one loon before it can really get anything off. The good news is it should ping down one loon on top of it, on top of the cannon. So, or both of the loons will fall on the cannon. So one loon is going to drop one thing on the cannon, and the two loons dropping should clear out the rest of that. You also notice that there's a little gap here. If we draw this, I'll pick the blue. So if you come here, and we come here, you can see there's just a little bit. The loons will stop right like, and hover right over in the corner. The one or two shots that a wizard tower might get off probably won't matter, but you want to try to walk two loons right into here, and they fly pretty straight. So two loons. So this is one way, right? So one way to get rid of the two cannons is with a couple loons and try to get those in there. And the reason we get those is because we want to drop, theoretically we want to drop our golems right here and right here. So we want our two golems to come here, bang against these walls, bang against this wall. We want to drop our initial wave of wizards, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably do some more funneling with a wizard over there, another wizard over here to help funnel, things towards the middle here. Trying to push your troops towards the middle. And then you could drop wall breakers. Wall breakers, WB. You drop wall breakers right here. Destroy this one piece. So that's the goal, right? The goal is to get the golems in there and start your funnel. And go this way. So one way of doing that is getting rid of the cannons. The other way of doing this is a little bit. It's a little bit harder to do, I would say. But what you want to do is, if you check the range on this archer tower, she's got plenty of range, right? So what you and the wizard tower, again, plenty of range. So what you would do on this one is you would drop a giant, I don't know, it's still a G, here. And the giant should walk like this to come over to that open section. And if he doesn't, and if he just runs here, that's fine too. But while he's running over here, there's nothing to stop two wall breakers from coming down and breaking this section. So you're distracting with a giant, and having the giant come over here, he's going to soak up the damage so your wall breakers get in. And then you can do some wall breakers. You got to be watching careful. You got to be careful for the queen though. So you might need 3 or 4 wall breakers just in case, because if you don't break into the section, the whole attack just kind of fizzles. So you want to make sure you get into the section, and you can do that with the giant. And then you can drop. Once that section's open, you can drop your golems, here and here, and they're gonna come through, and then you want to drop your wizards down, start the funneling for the rest of your defenses, or I'm sorry, for your offenses with the royals, the king, the queen, whatever, the P.E.K.K.A.s and stuff, because you want to get them going towards the middle. Your jump spell is always going to be right here, and that will help take out, get your defenses into 2 more layers. You could probably, I want to erase that one. Get out of here. What is it? Eraser 5. Okay. You can probably do it right here, and that way you could take out the air blower too. Not that that's probably going to matter. That's probably too trying to be too cheeky. Just you want to get over these 2 sections right here and right here. So once that happens, you got your heal spell, your rage spells, get them through, and the main target of your initial attack is anti-air, 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 anti-air. Once you got those 4 anti-airs down, it is over. GG, wiped board, because we're going for 3 stars. The other thing that you'll notice is that, like, other than these, I mean, the 2 blowers are going to be gone too, because it's going to be coming in from your initial attack. The witch will probably pick the archer queen will probably pick this off. So, like, theoretically, this is all just destroyed. Destroyed. And once that's destroyed, then you can start with the loon portion. So you've got your initial go wipe attack, still doing work under the spells here. You don't have to save any spells for the top. And you only need 8 loons to clean up all of these defenses and more coming from the top side once the anti-airs are down. So you don't want to rush your loons here. There's going to be... You'll still have a good amount of time because you want to make sure that these 4 anti-airs, especially the ones up here, this one and this one, you want to make sure that those are gone. But when you drop your loons, you need to do a 2-finger drop. So what a 2-finger drop is taking 2 fingers and tapping on the screen on the same time. And why we do this is because if you were to put 2 loons here and then 2 loons here, what's going to happen is the wizard tower, well, maybe not with the range for this one. So let's say you drop these first, right? So the wizard tower is going to shoot at them, but the archer queen is also going to shoot at these 2 loons over here. And so you're going to have wizard tower and archer queen on 1 loon while the other ones come in unabated. That means your 1 loon is going to take a ton of damage and you're going to lose a loon before it even, slowly works its way over here. Whereas if you 2-finger drop, what's going to happen is this archer queen is going to attach to one of these loons, and this wizard tower is going to attach to one of these loons, and by the time the loons drop and kill each of those, you're still going to have them alive. You're gonna have 4 loons alive at the end instead of 3. Albeit you're gonna have 2 loons that are a little bit hurt, but that's okay because you're just gonna go with it at that point anyway. So on this back side, what you're gonna do is you're 2-finger drop. So you're gonna have like 1 finger here, 1 finger here, and you want to make sure you're pinpointing which defense you want. And you want to place the first ones kind of like right here. If you go too far, it's going to screw up, and you don't want to come to this cannon. You want to come to the archer tower because the cannon's not going to shoot at your loons. This is, and you're going to try to put it just a little bit on the top side with your 2 loons. Maybe this probably should be a down just a little bit more right here, because theoretically, what you want is your loons to come here, kill this, and then from there move to here. And kill this, and then wherever else. So you could probably take a 9th loon and just have 1, and just have the 1 come here, just for to keep the loons from running around in circles. Because what'll happen is you're gonna do a 2-finger drop here. These loons are gonna go here to here. These 2 loons, you want to drop here, so they come here, and then they come here to start cleaning up other outside buildings. You could have a couple more loons to help take off some of these buildings too. So we got 2 loons here, 2 loons here, and these are going to come down, kill this, and then move here. These are going to come down, kill this, and then move here. So if you have this extra loon, so you do 2-finger drop, 2-finger drop, and as those are going in, you just drop your 1 loon. So as these kill this guy's coming here, he's dropping his first one. These are going to move here, he's going to drop his second one, they kill that, and now you have 5 loons coming the right way. down here to help do whatever else you need, or move across the base to get some of these other ones. These ones will probably come towards the middle to help out. You might want to have an extra 2 loons or something, so once these loons start coming here, then you could drop 2 loons here to take this out too, and then those loons will get that. Or you could also take like a giant, so as these loons get closer within this range, you know, as soon as these loons take it out, once they start moving towards this one, you could drop a giant here to soak up some damage, so that these loons can continue on their merry way to take out that archer tower. So that's the power of the logo wipe, is, you know, your main force, whatever you do, and if this thing is gone because of your initial attack, even better. I mean, these loons just come right across the front of the base then, and slowly move some and add some DPS that way. But yeah, so the main important thing of the logo wipe is, you know, troop pathing. How are things going to work? Now, I'm going to assume this beautiful section right here. I would be surprised if this doesn't have at least 1 Tesla here, if not 2. What do we got? What do we got? Space 1, 2. So I could see like a Tesla being here, a Tesla being here, either a Tesla here in the middle. You got to be careful. This could be a Tesla too. These spots right here. Are those? No, those are 2x2. Yeah. I was like, are those 1x1? No, that's too big. So, you know, this could put a wrench in plans. But that's just something that, I mean, you got to go with. You got to try to attack the base as best as possible. If you see something like this happen, what you could do, instead of dropping this giant here to soak up damage here, you can let your Go Wipe army continue to come through and try to take this part out. And then you could drop your giant here. So once the loons get off of these and they start coming, because if this isn't dead, these loons are not going to come towards the middle. They're going to continue up towards this mortar, and as soon as that happens, you could drop your giant here, distract the Teslas, and then try to get these Teslas with the loons here too. So, just some food for thought, trying to break down the base, trying to give yourself some backup plans, some backup strats in case the main plan doesn't work, but I think it's probably pretty safe to say that there's Teslas here. If I had to guess double giant bombs, I'd say right here. If there are any, you know, there could be a Tesla right here, right on this little nook here. There could be like giant bombs right here. This seems kind of odd. There could be Teslas right here too, which is fine because these loons are going to come take them out then, if that happens. So that's kind of the theory about it. And I know I'm just rambling now, but the main couple things that you're going to want to worry about is you got to get the golems in here. If the golems don't come here and one golem splits on this cannon down here and one comes up here, it's game over, because you're never going to be able to get them back on track. You might be able to get one back on track by like placing the jump spell here, but then you're not getting into this section right here, this main section, which is what you need to A, get the town hall for just in case 2-star, and B, to get the anti-airs, so you can drop those back end loons. So you got to make sure the golems get into this section. Drop the jump spell like early enough. So as soon as like the DPS catches up and these are about to go down, not that they're down, because if they're down and these buildings are still up, they're going to run around. So before these go down, then you place a jump spell, and then the golems are like, oh, this is next, and then this is next. So then they don't get caught on this cannon, and your DPS continues moving to the middle of the base. So, you know, golem pathing is important. You want to make sure that those are there. You want to make sure your P.E.K.K.A is getting to the middle. You know, the spells are what they are. You got to just make sure you hit them. You're probably going to want to drop the heal down as soon as the CC pops, so you can keep your things alive while the CC is beating down on it. Maybe put the first rage spell. Maybe put that first rage spell like right here, and then the second rage spell right in the middle to try to get that, get this, get this. You don't need any spells for the back end loons, because if you drop them correctly, it won't matter. So So that's what I would say. And again, I'm rambling, but the main things you want to consider and that you have to make sure you get right. You got to get the golem pathing right. You got to get in here. You got to get towards this middle section. Your funneling has got to be correct. So make sure you're dropping wizards to from the outside in to get going this way, and outside in to get your troops going this way, because you need everything going towards the middle. And the other thing is the 2 loon drop. You got to pick out your spot where you want to drop them, and you got to do 2 at a time. And so it's a little bit harder on a small screen of a phone. You just kind of have to zoom in, and you just got to go pop, pop. Take 2 fingers, your index and your middle, kind of find where you want your 2 spots to drop, and then double tap with both of them. So you're going to drop 4 loons in quick succession, and because you drop 2 at the same time, this is going to hit this one, this is going to hit this one, and then by the time these are both destroyed, you're still going to have 4 loons left instead of 3 that you would have if you did, if you just dropped 2, or you dropped 2 here and then moved here to drop 2 more. So that's what I got for this base as how I would 3-star it. You need a couple things to go right. You need a couple Teslas and traps to be in the right spot. And yeah, you should be able to smack this base and bring home 3 stars. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys again real soon. Take it easy.